Good morning, Facebook family and friends. Today is Tuesday, August the 8th. The year is 2017. All right, so yesterday there was a news conference in New York, and a young lady, her name is Quantasia Sharpton, and her attorney Lisa Bloom accused pop star and R&B singer Usher of having sexual contact with Miss Sharpton and possibly exposing her to herpes. Now, she's suing for who knows millions of bucks. I'm not really going to go into the details of that mess and my thoughts on that mess, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. But I am going to discuss Miss Sharpton's. Alright, so when I saw the video of the news conference and Miss Sharpton was speaking with her attorney, Miss Bloom, and I read the comments that were all over Facebook about Ms. Sharpton's appearance, it was disheartening to me. I'm going to say, well, I'm all for health and fitness, but I'm not for, and I've never been for, destructively tearing a person apart because of their size or weight. We all know that she's obese, she's overweight, we know that. We can look at the picture and tell that. We don't know what health issues she might be having that has led to her situation. But she looked like, to me, this is just my observations, she looked like she could be the same size as my mother, my cousins, my sister. I have a sister who's probably about her same size, not a little bit bigger. Now, all these women that I know a lot of overweight women, they've all been married, they have children, they have husbands. My sister's married, she has a husband, she has 2 kids. She's always been a little bit overweight all her life. My mother had 7 children. She was married to my father, who I think was a very handsome, attractive man. So people were attacking her because they refused to believe that Usher would possibly choose her to have sex with if these allegations are true. And I'm trying to figure out, if overweight people do have sex, they have children. We can walk up and down the streets in any city and find 1 million obese people, men and women, who got a shitload of children. So in order to have those children, they have to have had sex with someone who was attracted to them. At least there's some type of attraction. So to criticize her and attack her over her size, especially when I know the vast majority of African American women are overweight. So let's just be real. There's a large group of African American women in our community who are overweight, and they've been overweight all their lives. My mother has struggled with her weight forever. I remember as a kid watching my mother exercise, lose weight, do all types of diets, everything. My mother's weight has been up and down all her life. She's always struggled with it. One of the reasons why I exercise and work out so much is because I learned that from my mother. By watching her diet and exercise, and I would exercise with her. For me, physical fitness is something I love to do. I love exercising. I was supposed to went to the gym this morning, but I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's raining so bad out here. I was not about to risk my life getting into the traffic in Atlanta just to get to that damn LA Fitness. I said, I'm going to sit at home and make a video, let traffic clear up, and go to the gym later. But it's pouring down right now. They woke me up. But Miss Sharpton, my heart was linked to her. Because I think a lot of people have criticized me and accused me of, and I hate these words, fat shaming, which is a bunch of crock of bullshit. I think everyone should diet, eat healthy as best you can, and exercise as best you can. And we don't know. She might be doing both. She might be diet. She might be exercising as best she can. You all understand. I'm in the gym every day. Every day I meet black sisters who are in that gym and they're struggling to get that weight off. Struggling because the way their body composition, like my mother, my aunts, this is generational. This has been going on for generations, and just bad DNA is what I see it as. But diet and exercise plays a significant part of this. But I see a lot of black women in our gyms, in the gym, working out, struggling, working out. Some of them make great progress. They lose the weight. They get their weight down. And some of them just struggle forever. But they're there, and to me, that's what matters the most. That they're there and they're trying to lose the weight versus sitting at home watching TV. My sister exercises every day. She gets off from work, and although she doesn't like the gym environment, she exercises in her neighborhood. She walks. She's trying to keep her weight down. It's a struggle. I know it's even a harder struggle for African American women because we have to look at where we came from and understand we've been fed crap all our lives, and black women in particularly have picked up a very bad habit of eating certain types of food that they think are healthy: collard greens, cornbread, pork. Those are things that many African Americans are small. We view collard greens as a vegetable. It is a vegetable, but it's a carbohydrate. And so if you were choosing, if you were to choose a healthy green, you wouldn't choose collard greens or cabbage. You probably would choose spinach or lettuce. But in our minds, we think collard greens are healthy, but they're really not. So we have to change our thought process about what we view as healthy, what's a good carb, what's a bad carb. Cornbread is not a good carbohydrate. It is a terrible carb. You know, when I go to my sister's house, I grew up in a household, my father was from Mississippi. The food that he cooked on a regular basis, every meal for dinner, there was cornbread was served. We always had cornbread, sweet potatoes, collard greens, fried chicken, or meatloaf, or some type of. We were fed this food on a regular basis, and when I go to my sister's house, they still cook like this to this day. Last night for dinner, I came home from the gym. I had some halibut fish that I had baked in the oven the night before. I bought some fish that was on sale at the local grocery store, and I baked it. A couple of pieces. I had that, and I had a salad. That was my dinner. And I had a couple of drinks, too. And then what else did I eat? I ended up eating a bunch of other stuff. Oh, later on I got hungry, so I had a slice of vegetable pizza, which I probably shouldn't have had that late at night. But my goal is to have that salad, have that fish. It was healthy. So we have to educate our brothers and sisters on what's good to eat and what's bad to eat, if they are willing to listen. Now, when I was reading these posts and everybody was going after Miss Sharpton, they were really wearing her ass out. They're attacking her. Maybe because these are some people who feel she's possibly not being truthful. We don't know. So they decided they would go after her physical appearance. She's a strong woman to go on national TV and accuse a well-known pop star of choosing her out of an audience of thousands of people to go back to her hotel room, back to I don't know if it's his or her hotel room. I have to watch the video again. And somebody picked her out, and for her to end up later on having sex with him, if these allegations are true, and so people they just refuse to believe that he would have chose her out of all the thousands. We don't know. None of us were there. Obviously, we would hope Miss Bloom has vetted the story and found some validity to it instead of just running into a courthouse filing a lawsuit. Ms. Bloom is a well-known attorney. I would hope that she's smart enough to know she probably has her facts that this actually did happen. Now, one thing I did have a problem with is the young lady is saying that she does not have herpes, but she's still suing anyway for being supposedly exposed to this. This is kind of not making sense to me. You're suing Usher for sexual contact and him not disclosing his that he had herpes. However, you didn't get herpes during the sexual contact. Am I reading this? I'm trying to figure that out. So what are you suing for? Yeah, that's a bunch of crap. I don't know. I'm not going to dismiss her story, but I'm not going to say I believe it to be real. I think it's a crock of bullshit myself. But hey, I don't know. We don't know what Usher type of women Usher likes. Now, I do remember Usher's wife. If I'm correct, Usher's wife was not no young, sweet, tender. She was a fairly large woman. If I'm correct, at one point, Usher's wife was had some cosmetic surgery of some type. I was about to have some cosmetic surgery that caused issues. Usher's ex-wife. So I'm not too sure. I don't really follow these celebrity stories personally. I'm not really a big celebrity fan. Plus, I have my own life to live, dealing with my own issues. But the reason why I was doing this video is because when I was reading the post, they were accusing Ms. Bloom of having contracted diabetes from Usher. Well, diabetes is not spread that way, so there's no way. They said it would be more believable if she accused Usher of giving her diabetes. We didn't even know she had diabetes. And we know that diabetes is not spread through sexual contact. So this is the type of foolishness and hilarious posts. I hate to say it, some of those posts were hilarious. I read that mess and I like to die over here. But it broke my heart that we can be so mean and cruel to another African American woman when that same woman that everybody's laughing and making fun of, we got a mama that look like her. We got sisters who look like her. We got aunts and grandmothers who look just like Miss Sharpton. So what are we saying about if we're going to make fun of her, are we also making fun of our mothers, sisters, aunts, and grandmothers who resemble this woman? Do you know how many African American women look like Miss Sharpton? Shall I walk you up and down the streets of Peachtree Street and point them out for you? Do we need to go down to West End Mall and sit there and watch all the women who come in there that look like Miss Sharpton? Do we need to get on MARTA and watch them come get on the train throughout the day? There are millions of African American women who look just like Miss Sharpton in appearance, size, and weight in our community. Millions. This is a problem. We know it's a problem. Have we tried to correct this issue? I don't know. Is the issue correctable? Because I'm a firm believer that the diet we were fed as slaves has led to the problems we have with our health today, generations later. My family members deal with high blood pressure. It's hereditary. I've been dealing with high blood pressure since I was a teenager. I have to take blood pressure medication. My sister died because she refused to take her blood pressure medicine, and it destroyed her high blood pressure destroyed her kidneys. So I'm constantly taking my blood pressure medicine to make sure that I keep my blood pressure down. I had to go get some more of that mess yesterday. It was really expensive. My blood pressure medicine cost me about $30, about $25.64. And I take one pill, which I'm about to go take in a few minutes once I finish this video. I almost forgot. I take it in the morning time. But for so many black folks, because to went on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, made memes about this young lady, Miss Sharpton, and to try to really go after her as if she's an anomaly, as if she's not, as if this is not the norm for our community. And I'm thinking, and I'm reading this stuff, I'm thinking, do y'all know how many heavy-set black women are in our communities nationwide? Not just black folks, but Hispanics and even white women. I'm mainly talking about black folks right now because that's my community. But there are hundreds of overweight, obese black women in our community who look just like Miss Sharpton, who have husbands, wives. Have husbands, wives. Well, some of them might do have a wife. Husbands, children, they've been married, they have loving relationships, they have families. They're not sitting at home by themselves. Like I said, my mother had 7 children. There had to be an awful lot of sex going on to have 7 children. My mother's one of them church-going Christians. You know, my mother's so funny, I always get her and I say, Mom, you forget you have 7 children. You do know you having sex, right? Do you understand that? My mother, y'all think I'm bad. My mother, boy, I have to remind her, you had 7 children, there had to be a whole lot of fucking going on in there to produce 7 children. So, these women have sex just like anybody else. So I don't doubt, is it possible that Usher chose this woman out of a crowd at a concert? And because I saw some other pictures of her, and she looked very nice. Is it possible that he chose her? Maybe he likes big women. It could be the case. Is it possible that he chose her to have, to get with and have sexual relationships later on that night? It's a possibility. We don't know. I think it's a possibility. It's possible. It could have happened. You don't know. You don't know what type of guys. You know, I have another friend of mine. She's a little overweight. She lives in Florida. That girl, she's constantly with some very attractive guys. I look at her Instagram, so she always with some attractive guys. She can't keep a relationship because she's not to keep her legs closed. She just don't. But she's always with some very handsome, attractive men. I look at her Instagram page. And I have a lot of Facebook friends who I look at their pages and they're constantly on dates with very handsome, attractive guys. I think straight guys, look, the one thing about the gay community that can be an issue sometimes is that, they get so caught up on appearances, and they want you to have muscular bodies and nice chests, and your chest is pecking and all, you're jumping up and all this stuff, and all that stuff that they find sexy in the gay community. Obesity is, being overweight can be a problem in the gay community more so than in the straight community. I don't think my straight counterparts are having the issues with obesity. What I mean is that a lot of my friends, male friends who I do know who are overweight, they're married, they have wives, they're, same age, they have children, and they've been overweight for years. I'm not going to sit here and make it seem as if being overweight does not come with some serious health issues. It does come with some serious health issues, from diabetes to high blood pressure and a lot of other elements that come with that. But I understand that in our community, there are a lot of overweight people here. There just is. There's a ton of them. They exist. And for us to ignore this and look at this one young lady and make it seem like her sex life should be zero. She shouldn't be, that Usher probably would not choose her or no other man would choose her. That's a lie. We don't know. But I can look around this community and I see a lot of big women with some very attractive guys. There are guys at my gym who are bodybuilders who date women who are obese. I remember one of my friends, I asked him years ago, I said, why don't your girl work out with you? You're in the gym, you're a bodybuilder, you compete, but she's, her physical appearance, right? He was like, Walter, I love her. I've loved her for years. That's who she is. I can't make her come join me at the gym and exercise. I've tried, and I just have to accept her for who she is, and I get that because after living with a man for 21 years and not being able to tell that man a goddamn thing, good Lord have mercy. I learned one thing about being in relationships. You have to accept what's on the table because you're not going to change a grown person. You will waste valuable time in your life trying to force somebody to force a grown person, grown nigga, to do stuff that they don't want to do. If she don't want to exercise and go to the gym and work out, then that's pretty much, he has to accept her. Like I said, I spent 21 years with the most stubborn Negro on planet fucking Earth. You can't tell that nigga shit. He don't want to hear it. He gonna do it his way. I used to go to the gym and try to show him different exercises. That didn't know his shit I had to say. And nothing. He gonna do it his way. We never worked out together. I tried that years ago. That shit did not work. He did not want to hear nothing I had to say about any damn thing. Nothing. So I've learned not to say nothing. Well, I try not to say something. I try. It's hard. Can't just take a nigga out. But Miss Sharpton, we got to chill on that. Y'all got to stop this. Attacking her because of her appearance. Now, because it's not fair. Not when we know so many people in our communities who look like Miss Sharpton. There are millions of black women who look just like Miss Sharpton. People that we know, that we talk to daily, that we see at work, the gym, of course, Kroger's and Publix, so you know they're going to always be in the grocery store. They're everywhere. They're in our lives. They're our sisters. They're our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunts. They're our friends. They exist. And they have normal lives, normal sex lives. They're having children. They're going to sex parties and sex orgies. To be a fly on the wall at that place. Anyway, today it is. I'm about to get out of here. Well, I ain't going to place. It's still raining out there. Cats and dogs. I'm about to get in. I might have to do this. I may have to sit here today and do a little house cleaning over here. I got a bunch of mail I need to go through and shred and get rid of. Hopefully the weather is kind of cool here today because that rain has drastically brought down the temperature. I don't even have the air conditioning on right now. It feels great in here, great in this house. But I tell you, that rain out there, we needed this rain though because it's been kind of dry. But you know, it actually has rained quite a bit this summer here in Atlanta this year. It's been one hell of a rainy summer here for some odd reason. We've had a lot of rain. And I just watched that damn car in the rain on and I forget it. Anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. And don't be afraid to share my videos with family members and friends. Because I think I have a lot of important stuff to say, I think. If you like my videos and you think that I have a decent opinion or a good opinion about it, share them. Please share my videos with your family members and friends. But I'm about to get out of here because I guess I'm going to clean up this kitchen. And I'm not getting that traffic. It's only 8:49 now in the morning here in Atlanta. And it's still raining out there pretty bad. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. But anyway, I'm out of here. Enjoy your Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, August 8th, 2017. Now, I want to read you all's comments of what you thought about Miss Sharpton's appearance, or what your thoughts were on her and her opinions. Thoughts were on her appearance, and did you believe her? Or do you think she's just crock of shit, a bunch of lies? Looking forward to reading y'all's comments. I'm out of here. Do something productive with your lives. Again, it's Tuesday, August the 8th, the year 2017. Get up and do something productive with your lives and enjoy your Tuesday.